I've done over 3,000 personal training sessions since 2017, and the 3 tips, insights, strategies I'm about to give you help my clients see dramatically better results. First off, my name is Montel Hardin, personal trainer, strength and conditioning, and sports nutrition coach since 2017. Since that time, we've worked with over 700 men and women, helping them drop body fat, build lean muscle, and get healthier than they've ever been. These days, the majority of our clients are all online because I just truly feel that that's the best way to help somebody immerse themselves inside their health and fitness. But to start my career in the health and fitness space, I was an in-person trainer for 3 years consecutively, and then online and in-person hybrid another 2 years. So about 5 years consistently training in person, along with about 3 years training exclusively online. One big thing I saw is that 99% of people just don't really understand how to work out, how to train their body effectively. A lot of people go to the gym. A lot of people will go lift some weights and put them down or get on a treadmill or whatever the case may be. But most struggle to really understand things like mind-muscle connection, understand if they're truly targeting a muscle the right way, understand if they're truly moving a weight properly, if they're moving their body through space, if their form is dialed in. People struggle with those things. And that's the most frustrating aspect. That's the part that I feel for the most, because that's not the person that's too lazy to get up and do it and they're just sitting on the couch stuffing their face and they're always making excuses. This is the person that's actively showing up inside the gym or inside a home workout every single day, and they're still struggling to see progress because they just simply don't really understand how to train their body to elicit change that they want to see. So if that's you, if you feel like you've been training for a while, you've been working out, but you're just not really seeing the fruits of your labor inside your workouts, inside your training program, then I think these 3 things are going to be huge for you, because every time we really dialed these in with the in-person clients that we had, we were able to get dramatically better results. And it's why I was able to take that online and then help clients understand that even in an online format, so that they could get better results themselves without me having to stand over their shoulder, which made it way more flexible for him. My client Antonio is a prime example of this. He was working out consistently for months on his own, seeing literally zero progress. Once we started working together, first off, we revamped his training program so that we were actually doing the most effective exercises. And then we implemented these 3 things I'm about to give you. We dropped 20 pounds of body fat, revealed his abs in about 3 months time, just changing up his training systems and how he focused his actual exercises and reps. So the first piece of the puzzle is that your reps at the end of a set should be slower than your reps at the beginning of a set. Most people do the opposite. And if you can think back to your last workout, you probably do something similar. You're going through your workout, and the more it starts to burn, the faster you go so that you can go ahead and get it over with. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's like you just try to, as soon as you start to feel that burn, you start speeding up. But what happens when you speed up during those critical reps is that you miss out on the time under tension that's going to actually elicit change inside your body. You miss out on the opportunity to get more blood flowing into that muscle group, which is going to once again signal to the body that we need to tear down and rebuild muscle in this area. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going through a full range of motion. Chances are you're going through a half, 50, 60% range of motion, and you're not even fully activating those muscle groups at the end. And that's a waste, because you do, let's say you've got an exercise where you're doing 3 sets of 10. You do those first 6, 7 reps of that set so that you can get to rep 8, 9, 10. For the most part, the reps that are going to elicit the most change in your body are going to be those last 20 to 30% of those reps. So if it's a set of 10, the last 2 to 3 reps are going to be the ones that are the most impactful for you. If it's a set of 5, that last rep or those last 2 reps are going to be the ones that are going to be the real impact. But you have to actually go through the first 1, 2, 3 reps in order to even get to the point where your body is fatigued enough, you've got enough blood flow going, you've got enough activation going, and then you get to those last reps. And that's why you slow down and you take your time inside those reps, because those are the ones changing you. The hard reps, the ones that burn the most, the ones where you're shaking and you're sweating more and you can't breathe, like those are the ones that you need to pay the most attention to and really slow down and focus in on, instead of trying to speed through it. Now, I don't want you to intentionally move slow throughout those last few reps, because that can be just as dangerous as moving quickly. I just want you to actually go through a full range of motion, no matter where in the exercise, where in the set you actually are. First thing is that your reps at the end of the set should be longer, they should be slower and not faster. So if you're the type of person that's always speeding through, like if you're getting to the end of the set and you feel yourself speeding up, that's your culprit right there. I want you to slow it down, embrace that burn, embrace those last few reps, and I promise you, you'll see almost immediate change within the first couple of weeks of doing this in every exercise. Second piece of the puzzle is pausing for 1 to 2 seconds at the hardest part of every exercise you do. Once again, this is going to increase your time under tension. It's going to make sure that we're actually properly executing our form, and it's going to allow us some enhanced muscle stimulus through that isometric hold, which basically just means your body is in a static place where those muscles are having to really hold everything together. That's going to promote a lot of blood flow. That's going to promote a lot of activation inside those muscle groups. It's going to make such a loud signal for the body to build up muscle in that area. And it's also great for rehabbing if you have an off shoulder or maybe your knees off a little bit. Doing isometric holds in the muscle groups surrounding your shoulders or your knees or your ankles can really help to fortify those joints and ligaments as well. But I love to give clients this instruction because once again, it makes you slow down. It makes you go through a full range of motion. So if you can get those two things dialed in, you're well on your way to seeing the progress you want to see. Lastly, number 3 is that actually utilizing your rest time is going to get you the best results. It's going to get you better results than trying to rush through it. This is one thing that, especially when I train in person, one thing that I got all the time is like, hey, is it bad for me to take my whole rest? I don't want to take my whole, take your entire rest. If your rest calls for 30 seconds, take all 30. If it calls for 60 or 90 or 2 minutes, take what it takes. The reason your rest period is extended is because that's how long it takes the body to actually go through the full ATP recovery. Basically what that means is if you do a set of 5 reps on an exercise, by the time you get to those 5 reps, you're going to be completely depleted. And if you rush back at 20 seconds instead of 30, you might only be able to get 70% of what you could have gotten if you just rested an extra 10 seconds. And you extrapolate that over exercise, workout after workout, day after day, and you've got an entire month, an entire year of exercises and workouts that you could have pushed yourself 20, 30, 40% harder, but you weren't able to because you kept rushing and speeding through your rest periods. Those rest periods are a vital piece of making sure that your body is properly recovered for the next session. Everybody loves to talk about recovery, saunas and ice baths, sleeping supplements and all that. But recovery is also intra workout. It's also what you do inside your actual workouts that determine how well your body's recovering. And you always want to give yourself the best opportunity to push as hard as you can in your exercises. This is also another reason that most of our clients and most of their workouts, we're not doing any more than 5 to 8 exercises because we understand, and I've given them the tools to understand how to push hard in every single lift, doing the 3 things that we said here so that you don't need 10, 15 different exercises in 2 hours in the gym. You can get 30 to 45 minutes of workout in and get amazing stimulus, get amazing activation, really get the central nervous system firing and make that substantial progress that you want to make. But it all starts with taking your rest seriously and actually sitting in the sup part of the exercise and really making sure that your body and the muscles get the activation that you need. So that is it. 3 of the biggest things, the biggest strategies that I feel have helped our clients in person and online get such amazing results. Fact of the matter is, just going to the gym and breaking a sweat is good. It is valuable for your health. It's valuable for your overall longevity. You'll probably live a long, healthy life if you make the gym and working out a consistent part of your daily life. But if you want to completely transform your body, if you want to do something like, drop from 30% body fat to 10, 15% body fat, build lean muscle along the way, gain strength, become more athletic. Like if you want to do like these next level things in your health and fitness, you have to figure out how to properly train your body. And I think that if you can consistently sit inside those last few reps and really grind them out, pause 1 to 2 seconds at the hardest part of each rep, and then take your rest periods accordingly, which funny enough, if you do the first 2 things, taking those rest periods, it's not going to be a question because you're not really going to have any juice until that rest period comes up. So I think if you can implement these things, they've worked for hundreds and hundreds of our clients so far. And I think that if you can implement it for yourself, then it's going to help you make amazing progress and get to where you need to be. If you want strategies and systems just like this inside your own life, tailored around your schedule, your equipment access, your fitness level, everything that you need in order to make it work for you, click the first link down in the description. Take our transformation quiz. We'll help you figure out exactly how to get where you need to be and get in the best shape of your life in a practical and sustainable way. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so that you don't miss any more uploads going forward. And I'll see you in the next one.